What does the American dream mean to you? Ponder that for a moment. At its core, the American dream is a multifaceted ideology born from a belief in freedom, equality, and opportunity. These are ideals traditionally held to be within reach of every American, regardless of their starting point. The American dream isn't just a figment of imagination, it's an ethos rooted in the nation's history. It's the spirit of the pioneer on the wild frontier, the sweat of the laborer building the railroads, the courage of the civil rights activist marching for equality. The dream also encapsulates the idea of upward mobility, the belief that through hard work and determination, one can rise from humble beginnings to achieve prosperity. It's about the pursuit of personal happiness and the freedom to define what that happiness means to each individual. So the American dream is a beacon of hope and opportunity, a belief deeply rooted in the American ethos. But what does the American dream look like to those who weren't born here, but chose to be part of this culture? To the immigrants, the American dream is a beacon of hope, a promise of freedom and opportunity. It's the chance to carve out a better life, to pursue happiness and prosperity on their own terms. It's the story of a Vietnamese baker who started with nothing but a love for pastry and built a successful bakery, serving his community with warmth and sweet treats. It's the journey of a Ghanaian nurse who found the opportunity to serve in a country that values her skills and dedication. It's the tale of an Indian engineer who, attracted by the innovation and freedom of thought, brought his talent to Silicon Valley. These stories, and countless others like them, illustrate how the American dream is perceived and pursued by immigrants. For many immigrants, the American dream represents a chance at a new life, a fresh start. While the American dream is a cherished ideology, is it available to all? This question leads us to a more critical analysis. The American dream, despite its allure, is not without its critiques. Some argue that it's an ideal that's not accessible to everyone, raising concerns of inequality and systemic racism that challenge the universal appeal of this dream. The economic disparity that permeates American society also casts a shadow over this dream, suggesting that it's more attainable for some than others. This disparity, deeply rooted in societal structures, raises questions about whether the dream is a reality for all or merely an enticing illusion. The idea of everyone starting from the same starting line and reaching the same finish line, irrespective of their background, is contested. It's argued that socioeconomic factors heavily influence one's ability to achieve this dream. Thus, for some, the American dream may seem more elusive, a distant mirage rather than a reachable goal. How has the American dream evolved over time? This is a question of considerable interest, as the dream is as dynamic and alive as the country itself. Over the decades, the American dream has undergone significant metamorphosis, shaped by several factors. In the early 20th century, it was heavily influenced by the Industrial Revolution. The dream then was to secure a stable job, own a home, and live a comfortable life. Then came the post-war era, where the dream expanded to include opportunities for education and upward mobility. Fast forward to the digital age. Technological advancements have broadened the scope of the dream even further. Today, the American dream is about innovation, entrepreneurship, and creating a meaningful impact. Societal changes, too, have played a part in molding the dream. The civil rights movement, women's liberation, and more recently, the fight for LGBTQ+ rights, have influenced the dream to encompass equality and freedom for all. The American dream, therefore, is not a static concept, but a dynamic one, continually shaped by the changing times. So, what does the American dream mean to you now? Do you see it as a beacon of hope, a symbol of prosperity, or perhaps a reflection of personal freedom? As we've journeyed through the many facets of this iconic ideology, we hope you've found moments of resonance, sparks of inspiration, and perhaps even some fresh perspectives. It's time for introspection. How do your personal experiences, your values, and your aspirations align with or diverge from the traditional American dream? Do you see it as an attainable goal or an elusive mirage? Does it resonate with your personal ethos, or does it challenge your convictions? And most importantly, How does this dream shape your vision of the future, your actions, and your choices? Perhaps the beauty of the American dream lies in its subjectivity, in its ability to mean different things to different people. It is, after all, your dream.